Hello students, welcome you all. Myself Vinita Kumbhar, teacher in Department of Mathematics, DES Ferguson College, Pune. In the previous lecture, almost all types we have done from trigonometric functions. Now we are coming to the MCQs. For that, we use the PowerPoint presentation. See, one MCQ we already solved. This is the second MCQ. The principal solution of equation cot theta is equal to root 3. Remember, as I told you previously, that the MCQs asked for 2 marks. No need to write the simplified steps there. You may directly find the answer within short period of time. Okay, you will have to remember the tricks how to solve the sums. Now here, the alternatives are given: pi by 6, 7 pi by 6, pi by 6, 5 pi by 6, pi by 6, 8 pi by 6, 7 pi 6. Now if you see the alternative first and the second, those are repeated, but in the exam you will get all the different alternatives. So here in the textbook you will have to do the change that, or make it a point that A and D are given same, that is the printing mistake. Okay. Now we find the principal value for this. Cot theta equal to root 3. Therefore tan theta is equal to what? 1 upon root 3, because that is the reciprocal of cot theta. Now you know tan of 30 degrees is equal to 1 upon root 3. Tan 30 degrees is tan of pi by 6, which is equal to 1 upon root 3. Now tan pi plus pi by 6. The actual addition is what? Tan 7 pi by 6. But this angle is in the third quadrant. So by all STC rule, T means tangent and cotangent ratios are positive in the third quadrant, and because of pi, this tan remains tan. So this is actually tan of pi by 6 by the rule of allied angle, and the actual addition is 7 pi by 6. So this is nothing but tan pi by 6, and by addition, which is tan 7 pi by 6, gives you the same value, that is 1 upon root 3. Okay. Therefore, the answer is what? For this sum is pi by 6 and 7 pi by 6. So the alternative pi by 6 and 7 pi by 6. But in the exam, you will get the different alternative. So in the textbook, you will have to mark this as a printing mistake. Okay. Now, MCQ number 5. If polar coordinates of a point are 2, pi by 4, then its Cartesian coordinates are. See, this we had done in detail in the polar coordinates, the relation between polar and the Cartesian coordinates. You know the polar coordinates are denoted by the symbol round bracket r comma theta. Okay, this is given to you. So we write r comma theta round bracket is equal to 2, 4. Now these are the relations which gives the conversion from polar coordinates to Cartesian coordinates and vice versa. X is equal to r cos theta and y is equal to r sin theta. Now put the values here. X is equal to, what is r? How will you find r? With this equation. R theta is 2, pi by 4. So these are the values we are equating. R is equal to 2 and theta is equal to pi by 4. And y is equal to, here in the equation, y equal to r sin theta, again we put the values 2 times sine of pi by 4. Now you know the values. Cos 45 degrees is 1 upon root 2. Sine 45 degrees is again 1 upon root 2, giving you x is equal to 2 into 1 upon root 2 and y is equal to 2 into 1 upon root 2. So simplify this. The term in the numerator 2 we write as root 2 into root 2, 1 upon root 2 and 1 of root 2 from the numerator gets cancelled and we left with root 2. Here as well the same, we'll get root 2. Okay. Therefore, the Cartesian coordinates x, y is equal to root 2, root 2. See, for 2 marks we have such type. Cartesian coordinates are denoted by round bracket x, y. Okay. Therefore, the correct option is D, that is root 2, root 2. Are you getting how we are finding the answers for MCQs? Now number 8. In triangle ABC, if C square plus A square minus B square is equal to AC, then angle B is equal to. The four options are given: A pi by 4, B pi by 3, C pi by 2 and D pi by 6. Now the sine rule, cosine rule and projection rule we have done in detail. Recall the formula for cos B. This is the cosine rule. Cos B is A square plus C square minus B square upon 2AC, which is equal to AC upon 2AC. Why? Because C square plus A square minus B square is given as AC, that we substitute here. AC from numerator and denominator gets cancelled and we left with 1 upon 2. Now cos B is 1 upon 2. So for which angle cos of that angle is half? Obviously that is 60 degrees, and 60 degrees is nothing but pi by 3. Therefore B is equal to pi by 3. So the correct option is what? It is B, pi by 3. You please remember, while writing the answers for MCQs, you write down the answer with the alphabet. The alphabet either A or B or C or D with the option. Okay. So if you are writing only pi by 3, the marks will be cut. If you write only B, again the marks will be cut. So the correct option, how you are writing? The alphabet and the answer. Okay, with its option you are writing. Now number 9. In triangle ABC, AC cos B minus BC cos A is equal to. That you are asked to find. The options are given: A square minus B square, B square minus C square second, third is C square minus A square, and this one is the last. Now AC cos B minus BC cos A. Here we use cosine rule. AC we keep as it is. Cos B, you know the formula. It is A square plus C square. Either you remember in this manner, or as I told you earlier, that use the cyclic order. Cos B is C square plus A square minus B square upon 2CA. That depends on you, how you are remembering. This BC cos A. BC as it is, and cos A is B square plus C square minus A square upon 2BC. Right? Now this AC and this AC gets cancelled, and here in the second term BC and BC gets cancelled. So we left with what? 1 upon 2 is common to both the brackets. So we take 1 upon 2 outside, right? And the terms in the bracket are A square plus C square minus B square from the first bracket. The second bracket with negative sign we open, which is minus B square plus C square into minus is minus C square, minus A square minus 1 is plus A square. Now cancel the common terms. Here this A square plus A square is 2A square, minus B square is minus 2B square, whereas plus C square and minus C square gets cancelled. Okay, and here we take 2 common, that gets cancelled with the denominator, and we left with A square minus B square, which is this option. So the correct option is what? A square minus B square. Right? Are you getting the methods how to solve the MCQs? Number 10. If the angles of triangle ABC are in AP and B is to C is equal to root 3 is to root 2, ratio of the sides is given to you, and you are asked to find angle A. See, only A is nothing but angle A. This is the notation you know. The 4 options are given: A 30 degrees, B 60 degrees, C 75 degrees and D 45 degrees. Now what is given? A, B and C. The angles of triangle ABC are in AP. Okay, this you know. One of the sum we tried. The product of the 2B is equal to A plus C. right? 2 times the middle is sum of the extremes you know, if the 3 terms are in AP. Now A plus B plus C is equal to 180 degrees you know, okay? And with this knowledge, we substitute here. What's that? A plus C is equal to 2B. So this A plus C we replace by 2B. This middle as it is, which is equal to 180 degrees. Now 2B plus B is 3B is 180 degrees, and therefore B is equal to what? 60 degrees you will get, right? Now the different forms of sine rules you will have to recall. The sine rule is what? A upon sine A is equal to B upon sine B is equal to C upon sine C. So with this sine rule we get the different forms. So one of the form is what? B upon C is equal to sine B upon sine C. Actually this is B upon sine B is equal to C upon sine C. We cross multiply and we'll get this. Why? Because we are writing in this manner. Because the ratio B is to C is given to you, right? Which is root 3 is to root 2. So we write that. So whatever rule we are using, that we'll have to recall what it is given by the name. Root 2. Now root 2 into sine B we cross multiply, and root 3 into sine C. So we write that root 2 into sine B is equal to root 3 into sine C. But B you got as 60 degrees. Therefore this becomes root 2 sine 60 degrees is equal to root 3 into sine C. Now you know sine 60 degrees, substitute. Root 2 into sine 60 degrees is root 3 by 2. Now simplify this term. This is root 2 upon 2. Root 2 into root 3 upon 2 is equal to root 3 sine C. Therefore sine C is equal to 1 upon root 2. This root 3 and root 3 gets cancelled, and root 2 upon 2 is 1 upon root 2. So sine C is 1 upon root 2. Therefore C is equal to 45 degrees. So here A plus B plus C you know is 180 degrees. Therefore A is equal to 180 degrees minus 45 plus 60, which is equal to 75 degrees. See the values we got na? B and C we got, and you are asked to find A. So we substitute in this equation and giving you the answer 75 degrees. Clear? So the answer C is the option with the answer 75. Clear? So always write the answer with its option C and then the correct answer. Okay, understood the method? Next, sum number 11. Cos inverse of cos 7 pi by 6. One of the important type in the inverse trigonometric functions. If you don't know the principal value branches and if you write the answer 7 pi by 6, you are wrong. Though we are using the property cos inverse of cos x is x, and if you apply directly, you will get 7 pi by 6. But 7 pi by 6 does not belong into the principal value branch. Therefore, be careful while finding the solutions for such type. Okay? Now let us see how to find that. So the options are given, 4 options are given to you. Cos inverse of cos 7 pi by 6 is equal to cos inverse of cos, see how we split that, 7 pi by 6. This 7 pi by 6 is nothing but 2 pi minus 5 pi by 6, which is equal to, we are using the rules of allied angles. 2 pi minus 5 pi by 6 is 6 2s are 12 pi minus 5 pi upon 6, which is 5 pi by 6. Okay. Actually, we are using the rules of allied angles. Actual difference is this one, no doubt. Right. But using the rules of allied angles, cos of 2 pi minus theta is cos of theta. This angle comes in the 4th quadrant, all STC rule we are using. So that is positive, and the rule is cos of 5 pi by 6. And cos inverse of cos 5 pi by 6 is equal to 5 pi by 6 by using the property, and this 5 pi by 6 now belongs to 0 comma pi, the closed interval 0 comma pi. But 7 pi by 6 does not belong to 0 comma pi. Why? Because Pi by 6 is how many degrees? That is 30 degrees. 30 degrees into 7, that is 210 degrees, never belongs to this interval. So in a hurry, if you are writing the answer 7 pi by 6, you are wrong. So remember the method. You will have to split the angle, use the rules of allied angles and find the angle so that it belongs to the closed interval 0 comma pi. Okay, so the correct answer is B, 5 pi by 6. Are you getting the methods how we are trying the different MCQs? Number 12, the principal value of sine inverse. Now you are perfect in finding the principal value. 4 options are given. The method you know, sine pi by 3 is equal to root 3 by 2. First, for positive value you have to recall. Then sine inverse of minus root 3 by 2 is equal to minus of sine inverse root 3 by 2. See, this is one of the property you know. Sine inverse of minus x is minus sine inverse x. Okay, so that property you have to remember. This is I told you. Now which is equal to what? Minus pi by 3. How? Remember this is minus root 3 by 2. Therefore here you will get minus sine pi by 3. But minus sine pi by 3 we can write sine of minus pi by 3. Therefore the angle is minus pi by 3 you will get. So the answer is what? D, minus pi by 3. Okay, so with this we have one more. Number 13. If sine inverse 4 by 5 plus cos inverse 12 by 13 is equal to sine inverse alpha, then alpha is equal to. 4 options are given. A 63 upon 65, B 62 upon 65, C 61 by 65 and D is 60 upon 65. What will I have to do? Again the same thing. Sine inverse 4 by 5 is equal to x. Therefore, by definition sin x is equal to 4 by 5. Okay. Here no need to write x is less than pi by 2 greater than 0 and cos x is positive, because nobody is going to check by which method you are getting the answer. The examiner is interested only in the correct answer. So here you may jump over the step while trying the sum and find the correct answer. Cos x is equal to root of 1 minus sine square x, and we put the value of sine x is 4 by 5, sine square x is 16 by 25, and this is 25 minus 16 upon 25, which is 9 by 25 under root, and giving you 3 by 5. Okay. Now cos inverse 12 by 13, this is the second term. X already we use, so write down this as y. Use the definition, cos y is equal to 12 by 13. Again, by identity, sin y is root of 1 minus cos square y. Cos square y is 12 upon 13 square, which is 144 upon 169. Now find this, simplify. You will get 169 minus 144, that is under root of 25 upon 169, which is 5 by 13. We'll have to take square root. Now sin of x plus y is sin x cos y plus cos x sin y, you know. Put the values, go to the line above and substitute the values here. Okay. Simplify, you will get the answer. So here the correct answer is A, 63 upon 65. Okay. So remember the method how we are trying. So these calculations you can do on your own and get the answer. Number 14. If tan inverse 2x plus tan inverse 3x is equal to pi by 4, then x is equal to 4 options are given. Let us see the method. Tan inverse 2x plus tan inverse 3x is given to you as pi by 4. Now we use the property. Which property? Tan inverse x plus tan inverse y is equal to tan inverse of x plus y upon 1 minus xy. So with that we write down this bracket. Then simplify, 5x addition of 2x plus 3x upon 1 minus 2 3s are 6x square is equal to. So by definition This is equal to tan pi by 4, which is equal to 1. You know the value, tan pi by 4 is equal to 1. Okay. Next is, now we cross multiply. Which equation see? We have 5x upon 1 minus 6x square is equal to 1. Okay, so we cross multiply and we will get 5x is equal to 1 minus 6x square, which is this step. Okay, now this is the quadratic equation. You will get two factors. What are those? Quadratic equation, you know how to find the solution or how to find the factors, you know. So this equation, we find the factors. 6x square plus 6x minus x minus 1 equal to 0. We split this 5x as 6x minus x. We can take 6 common from, see, this equation. We take 6 common from first two terms, or 6x we take common. I'll show you. 6x, this equation we are solving. And the bracket is what? X plus 1. From the remaining two terms, we take minus sign outside. And again, you will get x plus 1. So the factors are what? 6x minus 1. Another bracket, x plus 1 is equal to 0, which is this step. Getting? Now equate each factor to 0, that is x plus 1 equal to 0 and 6x minus 1 equal to 0. Therefore, x is equal to minus 1 or x is equal to 1 upon 6. Are you getting the method? But x is greater than 0, right? Therefore, x is not equal to minus 1. Hence, x is equal to 1 upon 6. Why we assume like this, x greater than 0? Because the formula is both 2x and 3x must be greater than 0. In the original formula, tan inverse x plus tan inverse y, x and y both are positive. Therefore, we have this condition. Okay. So, the answer we got is x is equal to 1 upon 6, which is the option B with answer 1 upon 6. Are you getting? So, remember how many methods we are using, the different methods to solve the MCQs. Number 15. 2 tan inverse 1 upon 3 plus tan inverse 1 upon 7 is equal to question mark. 4 options are given. See how to solve. What is given, with that we will have to start with 2 tan inverse 1 upon 3 plus tan inverse 1 upon 7 is equal to. Now we apply the rule. This term we keep as it is. Recall the formula for 2 tan inverse x. 2 tan inverse x is tan inverse 2x upon 1 minus x square. Okay, simplify. This is equal to tan inverse 2 by 3 upon 1 minus 1 upon 9, giving you 8 by 9. This term we keep as it is. Okay, now simplify this. 2 upon 3 divided by 8 by 9 is 2 upon 3 multiplied by, you will get, I'll show you, this one, tan inverse 2 by 3 upon 8 upon 9. 9 comes in the numerator and 8 in the denominator. 2 ones are 2 fours are 3 ones are and 3 threes are 9, which is tan inverse of 3 by 4. Okay. Now see again, here we have two terms, tan inverse 3 by 4 plus tan inverse 1 upon 7. Again we use the formula tan inverse of x plus tan inverse of y, which is tan inverse of x plus y upon 1 minus. See here you'll have to consider the product x into y. The product is 3 into 1, 3 divided by 4 into 7 is 28, which is less than 1. Therefore, we use the formula. Okay. So simplify the bracket. LCM is 28. Look at the numerator. 4 into 7 is 28. 3 multiplied by 7 plus 4 giving you 25 divided by, again the LCM is 4 into 7, that is 28. This is 28 minus 3 is 25. Both are the same terms, gets cancelled, and we left with tan inverse of 1, and you know tan inverse of 1 is pi by 4. Okay. Remember, in MCQs when you are trying, no need to write each and every step. Go on simplifying and reach to the correct answer, because nobody is going to see by which method you are finding the answer. So the correct option is D, pi by 4. Okay. Now tan of 2 tan inverse 1 upon 5 minus pi by 4. This is MCQ number 16. The 4 options are given. Let us see the method. Tan of 2 tan inverse 1 upon 5 minus pi by 4. You will have to use the sense here. What's that sense? Is 2 tan inverse 1 upon 5. Again we write the formula. Tan inverse 2x upon 1 minus x square. Pi by 4 as it is. Simplify this bracket, which gives you this one. Tan of tan inverse. This is 5 ones are 5 5s are, and 2 ones are and 2 12s are, giving you 5 by 12. And this is very important step. That pi by 4 we replace by tan inverse 1. Because unless and until the terms are in tan inverse in the bracket, we cannot apply the formula. Therefore, important step is what? That pi by 4 we replace by tan inverse 1, so that we can apply the formula. Now see the product. 5 by 12 into 1 is less than 1. So we apply the formula. Tan inverse of x minus tan inverse of y is equal to tan of tan inverse x minus y upon 1 plus xy. Okay. So this formula we are using here. And simplify this. This bracket is 5 minus 12 giving you minus 7. 12 and this 12 common denominator gets cancelled after finding the LCM. This is 12 plus 5 is 17 giving you minus 7 upon 17. So the correct option is D, which is minus 7 upon 17. So here almost all the MCQs we tried. Remember the methods and go on simplifying the similar types. I hope you have understood all the methods, and here we completed the third chapter from M1, that is the trigonometric functions. You do more practice on that. Thank you.